Welcome back to 3 Minutes with the Civizen. My name is Jay DeWitt. I'm Talent Acquisition Manager with Civis Analytics. And in this special edition with me today, I have Dan Wagner, founder and CEO of Civis.
Hi, it's nice to talk to you again, Jade.
Thank you for joining me. For those who haven't heard, Civis turned 10 this year. Yay. Dan, I would love to hear from you on what inspired you to start this company.
So our story began probably not like a traditional startup. We rolled out of politics. I was the chief analytics officer for the Obama campaign, and we rolled off broke, hungry, semi-burned out, but really eager to see whether or not we could apply the lessons, some of the methods that we had learned in politics outside that world, to nonprofits, businesses, etc. And we really didn't know how. And two things happened that made it all happen. The first is that we got together a really smart group of about 10 of us, and we just started a hustle. And we were able to get 2 early customers that kind of set us all in motion, the College Board and then a mayoral race in LA. And that really set the tone for how we could think about applying everything we learned about in politics to the different world of nonprofits, companies, etc. The second thing that happened is Eric Schmidt from Google approached us and he said, look, if you can establish a real operating business, then I can help you later down on the line with some type of credit, debt, etc. But you got to show me whether or not you can do the work. And after we were able to build more sustainability, he was able to give us some financing options, and that really set the foundation for building a scalable business. And that's history.
That's awesome. Well, as we celebrate this 10-year milestone, what achievements are you most proud of?
I'm proud of a few things. One is I'm really proud that we're a business that supports the lives of 100 people. We help pay their mortgages, we help pay their childcare, their rent, etc. And so while it's good to talk about company accomplishments, the number one accomplishment is being able to support the lives and livelihood of so many talented and amazing people. The second thing is, a lot of startups talk about changing the world and it's kind of nonsense. But we really have made so much material social impact. Obviously, on the political side, kind of know about that. But we work and support so many advocacy, nonprofit, and even companies that are changing the world. Today, for example, we're supporting organizations that are supporting rights for women's health, gay rights, which are under crisis, but also organizations supporting food security, like Feeding America. And we have 50 customers across the board where we're able to do this. And the third thing is that over the past few years, especially, we've been able to build a set of technology where we're not just providing this as a bunch of smart nerds in support of their mission, but rather a tool set where they can do the same thing that we do in-house, really build that type of data capability to support their own scale and mission at much higher value and much higher scale through the technology that we've been able to build, and has really been able to scale our capability and help these organizations make material impact from the inside.
Definitely. And I think that's why a lot of employees join as well, because they believe in the same things that you started this company for and what you're proud of.
There we go.
So looking ahead, what do you believe will be some big opportunities or challenges for our industry, and how are we preparing for them?
So we have this line on the front of the webpage that says the analytics platform for public good. And we really mean that. Nonprofits today are going through a real crisis in generational turnover of their donors and fundraising. I think people have lost trust in public institutions across the board, especially a new generation that's looking at these and saying, does this really stand for me? Or is this some kind of like old, out-of-date thing? And so there's questions of loyalty towards public good institutions, all the way from nonprofit to advocacy to government. And obviously that's being felt at companies as well. And we provide support, and tools to help people really understand behaviors and understand opinions to help them drive change. For an abortion rights organization, we're helping them understand the opinions of folks, but also to build their activist capabilities against it to scale their own in-house efforts and their own volunteer capabilities. We're not doing that as a service function anymore, but we're providing the tools to help them do that all in-house. Wrangle their data from dozens of different sources, consolidate that into a single infrastructure that they can use to drive their own missions, drive their own campaigns, and their own capabilities. We're also doing this for a number of companies. You know, a lot of people in the tech organization are going through their own recession, and we're providing some of these critical pieces of infrastructure to help them redefine their business in a digital age when a lot of them are built for an analog age, and they need to facilitate that transition really fast. And through a combination of really smart people and infrastructure, we're able to build them this type of newly capable decision infrastructure for their most important decisions about where they spend money, how they hire people, what type of message they provide to the world, similar in our kind of legacy in politics. And it's been something that's, you know, we've been really proud of. Obviously, this stuff is hard. I don't think that the data transformation is as fast and as quick as you might read in the newspaper about AI. There are some industries that are quickly adopting these newer technologies, especially around generative AI. But I would say on the back end, especially the public good organizations that we're working with, many of these from a scale of 1 to 10 on their data journey, they're at 2, they're maybe at 3. And our focus is to get them from 2 to 7 in a short period of time. And that requires really smart work, really hard work, and the type of infrastructure, quote, analytics platform for public good to get these folks sometimes right off the ground into, you know, a 2-year journey that can make them successful really much on their own in-house.
Definitely. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dan, for sharing some memories and some insights. And congrats to you and my fellow citizens on 10 years of Civis.
All right.
And thanks for joining me.
Thanks so much, Jade. Thanks for talking to me.